Hey everyone, we're going to get started here in 2 minutes. If there's anybody on, we are going to start in about 2 minutes. Can you see when people? Oh yeah, 0 viewers. So even, you know what I mean? I just want to make sure. Hey everyone, sorry I was muted. We are just going to get started here in a few minutes, just letting a couple late joiners come on in. It went from... Oh, there's no volume. Okay, Brittany, I appreciate you telling me there's no volume because this happened before, and actually before I had more technical difficulties. So we're going to get started here in just 1 more minute, I think, because it's just 7:01. So I'm just going to give a couple people a few more minutes, and we'll go from there. Thank you. I don't want to remute it because I don't want to be, yeah. So did you? Yeah. Okay. All right, I think we'll get started because we've got a few people on now. So first of all, thank you for taking the time out tonight and joining in on this call. So I'll introduce who I am. I am Mel Ryan. I have been part of Beachbody since January 2015. I've started a team of coaches that are doing well, and our team name is Making Changes Health and Fitness. So that's kind of what I'm all about. It's just making changes for the better. I am a diamond coach and I'm a mom of 2. I work a few days a week, and I'm so happy to have Jen part of my team as well, because we've always been friends. We've always been into fitness. So this works perfect with our lifestyle. So I'll let Jen introduce herself and then we'll get started.
Sure. Hi, everyone. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jennifer Pacrul from Personal Power Health and Fitness, and I also joined in about February, March last year to Team Beachbody, and got into the coaching aspect of it last year, and I've really enjoyed it. Mel and I work as a team, and that has been great for our friendship and for it works well in our life, and we get to do cool stuff like this together. So yeah, we're super excited you could join us just to learn a little bit more about what we do as coaches, kind of dispel any myths about coaching or what it is, and just help you guys understand a bit more so that maybe you could consider it as something that you want to do in your life. Yeah.
So we have a slideshow for you. So I'm going to share the slideshow, but a lot of it I want to talk about is kind of the myths with it, because they kind of think of coaching as being a salesy type thing, but it's not about that at all. It's just about sharing what you're doing and sharing what works for you and just helping others. So if you don't know what Beachbody is, I'm going to kind of just start there quickly. Beachbody, if you've heard of programs, things like P90X, 21 Day Fix, things like that, those are all programs that Beachbody has created, and they are the largest at-home fitness DVDs. So for both Jen and I, we were both runners, went to the gym all the time, but it just gets hard and busy with kids, and they've created these great programs that we can work out and not really have to think about what we're doing. It's just all out there laid out for us, and the nutrition for the both of us has been fantastic. We used to do gym all the time, but we didn't know that much about our nutrition, so we weren't getting the results that we wanted and that we really deserved for how hard we were working. So now we're definitely kind of where we're at, and as we're getting older, we definitely want to be keeping the fitness up as well. So, so yes. I will just get I'm just going to see how to share the screen. So just bear with me. I've only done one of these before, so I just want to make sure that I can do. Just give me 1 second. So you know how like that's not to share. How do you see that? Oh, you can do it. I think so. Okay. Yeah. If anybody is on there and just wants to comment that they can see the PowerPoint, last time nobody could actually see the PowerPoints when I was just talking and they were just looking at me. So, so that's just kind of both of us. Jen and I just did a fun photo shoot. That was actually a year ago that we did that. We were both doing 21 Day Fix for, I don't know.
Yeah. I'd done a couple rounds at that point.
Yeah.
I think of 21 Day Fix, which is one of the programs that you guys, it's really popular. So some of you have probably heard of it. So yeah, that was after.
Yeah, that was after, and we just kind of were at a friend's house and got some pictures taken just for fun. So that's, I'm Making Changes Health and Fitness, and Jen's Personal Power Health and Fitness. So we both, we're, you know, as much as we're friends and we have, we do different, you know, we're into different type things sometimes. Jen's really into personal development. I really like my workout videos. So you can kind of see that from looking at our team pages. That's kind of like the different things that we're into. Thank you for saying that you can see the PowerPoint. Perfect. So the first slide is just a couple of things that say why we coach. Okay, so I'll go over a couple things. Jen can go over a couple of things, but not only does it help me reach my goals, but I'm helping others. And there's nothing more satisfying than kind of waking up in the morning and reading an email or a post of somebody that's been able to do a minute of push-ups, or they've lost 5 pounds, or they have so much more energy to play with their kids. That is a huge part of why I like to coach. The flexible hours. So I can do this in the morning or when I get home and the kids go to bed. I do work, so being able to do it around that is great. What else? Sorry. And being able to be home with the kids. So this is kind of where I'm going with it. Like right now, I've actually been able to just work 3 days a week instead of 5 days a week because of the income that it's bringing in. So, you know, as I move forward with this business, that is a goal of mine, to be able to be with my kids all the time. I am lucky that I can get my kids on the bus in the morning, but to be able to be home with them and to do more things with them and travel is a huge part of that. I'll let Jen go over a few other things.
Yeah, sure. I'm just looking at the slide here and just picking out a few for myself that come to mind. And the one that sticks out for me is it can be a full-time job or a hobby. So when I started coaching last year, I would say I was what you call more of a hobby coach. Like I was doing it for the discount, and then adding people to my groups and things, and just playing around with starting my groups. And I had really good response. But now that I'm moving into a year of coaching, I'm really taking it on a lot more seriously. And it's become more of a job for me, and one that allows me, like I have 3 kids at home. So basically it allows me to work around their schedule and to stay accountable with my fitness, which is huge. Oh,
Well, thank you. Okay, so you
can't see the slide. Oh, well.
Okay, well, I'm going to just go back and see if we can share again.
Sure, I'll just keep talking.
Yeah, keep going, Jen.
Since you guys can see us. Yeah, so basically for me, the big one is being home with my kids. And I've actually, in the last little bit, considered, you know, taking on other jobs and going back to work and things like that now that I have a 2-year-old. But what I found is that nothing compares to what I can do with Beachbody from home. And to me, the thought of going back to a regular job right now is just kind of not looking so great, because I love that I can work from my phone. I can work from the park or anywhere there's Wi-Fi. And I get to be creative with it. I think that's one of the biggest things for me is I get to be creative. I get to design my own groups, and there is, you know, templates I can use from coaches and Beachbody itself, but I also get to be creative with it. And so it works for me in that aspect because I love being able to sort of flex my creative muscles. And also I get to kind of choose who I want to work with, because you're developing your own team as you go along. Basically, there you can see the slide. Yeah, basically that helps me to kind of pick and choose who I want to work with. So, you know, it could be your best friend, and that's what, you know, we've had that opportunity to work together, which is awesome. So you can kind of choose people of like interests, or like if they're fellow moms, or if they're fellow fitness friends, or if they're fellow dads for the guys on here. You can sort of create your team and reach out to the people in your life that are like-minded like you. So those are some of the things I love about it. I think that's it. There's a lot.
Yeah. Another thing that I'm going to add for myself is like just the personal development aspect of it, because Beachbody is really about kind of growing as a person and learning a lot about yourself, which I have. I've actually gained a lot more confidence and gotten over some anxieties and things like that. So that, and that's just helped in everything in my life, relationships, marriage, being a mom. So that's been parenting, really, parenting. So it's been not just like with, you know, working out and getting healthy. It's just like my mind as well. So
all around health, I think. Yeah.
I'm just going to go to the next slide here. So as coaches, so we basically just lead by example. You know, we're still, you know, we're still human. We still, you know, make mistakes, and we still
making changes.
Yeah, we're still making changes, and we're still like, I'll share with you guys, I've got a couple days left in my program, and I just had Dairy Queen with my kids because I wanted it. So I'm just saying, like, you're just leading by example, but you're, you know, working on yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, and we encourage others. And you know, a lot of people say, oh, I don't know, I couldn't encourage somebody else. Yes, you can. It's definitely it's just by just being honest with people and just sharing what you're doing. And it feels so good when you have somebody that you know you can help them make their first step into doing something. If it's just your friend or your mom or your sister, just helping them and doing along with them is a great part.
Sometimes the most scary thing about taking on a change or starting something new is the decision to make that change or to start something new. So basically, we're just leaders in the fact that, and encouragers in the fact that we're just there to say, hey, you can do this too. And I see something in you that you maybe don't see in yourself. And I see how you could shine in either this business or in a program. And we're just there to say, give you that little nudge and be like, you know what, I believe in you. And that's really the bones of coaching, is just saying to someone else, like, I believe in you and I think you're going to do awesome at whatever you choose to do. So I think I love that part.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so we're dreamers and doers. Okay. So we go out and we set goals, and we know that, you know, dreams can happen as, you know, as like dreams can come true, like the cheesy saying, but really, like, anything is possible with this. You could just do, be a coach for the discount on the products, just for a hobby, just to keep yourself accountable, or, you know, the sky's really the limit with it. And we can go into that further. Just reach out to who's invited you to this call, but definitely we're dreamers and we're doers. And we just are just about kind of creating freedom. So the next one, myths of coaching. So a lot of people have these different kind of ideas when they, you know, with any type of at-home working business. So first of all, that it's a pyramid scam, and it's going to be hidden costs and, you know, cost you a lot of money. First of all, if you're purchasing a challenge pack, it is completely free to sign as a coach. So that's kind of how I got started, and then I just wanted the discount. Pyramid scams are illegal. There are no products changing hands in hands. This is network marketing, multi-level marketing. If you've heard of those terms, yes, that is that, about growing your network. The one thing with pyramid scam, the person on the top is always going to make the most money. With this, it's not true at all. The person that you've sponsored or that you've signed up with, you can make more money than them. You can be more successful than them. They may just drop off and not be doing this anymore, but you can still be successful with it. So that's definitely pyramid. This is not a pyramid scam whatsoever. And if you know Jen and I, we definitely wouldn't be into something like that, and we wouldn't be in the business for over a year.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't. Yeah.
If it wasn't working, we would have realized it quite quickly, and that, you know, I mean, if I, for example, if I wasn't getting a paycheck from Beachbody every week, I would have been like, okay, this is obviously not the real deal.
Exactly.
However, I've been getting a paycheck from Beachbody for a year. So that's pretty exciting. And then on the extremely expensive part, with the products and the quality that you're getting in the products, I think you're getting it's a pretty good deal as far as I'm concerned. With anything health and fitness related, can be really costly. If you look at home gym systems and other products on the market, as well as your gym memberships and things like that. So I've just found ways to make it work, like by cutting those things out. And I found it actually more cost effective to be a Beachbody coach than to actually be going to the gym. I still do other things when I can, but yeah, and that you have to be fit into fitness or a nutrition professional. This is one of the biggest things I find people get hung up on. Basically, the reason you don't have to know anything about fitness or nutrition is that you are learning as you go. When you purchase a program through Beachbody, they are designed to follow. Mel nor I ever, although we have it it's a kind of a hobby of mine to share about fitness and learn more as much as I can. Everything that Beachbody provided in the business and also in the programs was there to guide me. And so basically I'm just using their well-tailored program for my fitness and nutrition education, and that is it. So when you come in as someone new to it and you're maybe even working out for the first time, or this is the first time you've done any sort of nutrition plan, it's totally laid out for you. So that's just wanted to blow that out of the water, that you don't have to be at any level an expert of any kind. Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, and then so continuing on that is that you have to be in shape, reach your fitness goals, or have a perfect body to be a coach. So yeah, these things are definitely not, and it actually helps when you are on your journey, because people are inspired and motivated, and they think, oh wow, this person, you're showing them that you're doing it and that it works. It's hard when you look up to somebody and you're like, oh, they have it easy, they already have that body or whatever, but it's not about that at all with coaching. It's just about encouraging others and about keeping motivated. And really with coaching for myself, I know that I've actually been more accountable and more motivated because I'm running these groups and I'm thinking, wow, I've had these people kind of looking up to me, then it makes me more accountable to do them. But there are successful coaches in this company, and I've met quite a few that are not at their perfect body, and they've actually shared with us that they've had injuries, that they're not able to work out. They've had surgeries. Like I've got coaches that are pregnant that can't work out. I had surgery in December and couldn't work out for 8 weeks. That didn't stop me from coaching, and I was still, doing the business side of it. So definitely, you don't have to be in the best shape to be a coach at all.
Yeah, and I think one of the things I had said to me when I first joined Beachbody was, oh, it's too bad that the name is Beachbody, because people get a little bit sidetracked by that. That name, that it's like all these beautiful men and women running around in bikinis, being coaches. And right from the get-go of my first event, and then meeting some of the people in it, it's like all ages, you guys, all different levels of fitness, and all walks of life our coaches. So yeah, just totally.
Even, I don't know if you remember, Jen, but we went to an event that there was a lady in a wheelchair, and
she's been at most of our events, actually, in Calgary.
And she's just rocking it, and she, you know, she's limited, but she's still coaching, and she's been at the events that we've been going to for like a year. So
totally inspiring.
Yeah.
And a few coaches going through, I mean, life's still happening, right? Going through cancer, going through deaths, you know, things like that. So like all human stuff. You don't have to be superhuman to be a coach. That's for sure. Okay, so next is the salesy myth about coaching, and that you have to sell and be a salesperson. I am not a salesperson. I actually dread sales and have failed miserably anytime I've tried to be a salesperson, so that's kind of funny. But yeah, that's just me, and I know for a fact that I wouldn't be here still if it was that salesy. Basically what we're doing and what I found is that I'm sharing my journey. I'm definitely inviting you guys and people to explore the opportunity for themselves, but you don't need to actually sell and be salesy.
Yeah.
You know, that's basically it.
Yeah. It's just about sharing. Like, if you follow us on Facebook, you see that what we're doing, and we love it, so we're going to share it. But we're not going out doing cold calls and saying, hey, come buy this, you know, I don't know, I can't even give an example, Tupperware or something like that. Nothing against people who do that, but that's just not what this is about. We're just about helping one person at a time, like trying to end the trend of obesity. Definitely what it's about.
And I think the reason for that too is why it's more personal. This because it's a fitness and you're dealing with weight loss programs and things like that. It's much more personal. So if I don't know someone that well, it's really hard for me to connect with them and talk with them about it. But maybe their best friend has been a coach or is on my team, and I would say to them, you know what, you go talk to them. You guys are more like comfortable with each other or whatever. Or if someone on my team said, hey, my friend wants to get into this, I would say, then, you know, you should approach them because you guys have worked out together or you have that connection. And yeah. So it's really about those within your, you know, your close proximity to you or people you connect with, just establishing that connection. And
Yeah, and the other thing is that you need a lot of time to do it. So just depending on your goals with it, you can definitely do this, you know, what we call as a power hour is kind of when we get our things done. But, you know, if you are building a business, it may take a little bit more time than that. But, you know, I have my kids in activities almost 5 nights a week, and I'm working, and we live out on an acreage, and I'm doing this, and I'm, you know, successful coaching and bringing in income. So you don't need a lot of time. We all have the same hours in the day, so it's just about kind of prioritizing things. You know, if you can cut out maybe half an hour of TV a day, or, you know, just things like that, or just kind of just using your time more productive. But this is all like on the job, I like to say, training that we go through. So yeah, you do not need a lot of time for it.
Yeah, and it just depends how much you want to learn. There's a lot to learn if you really delve into it. So I think in the beginning that I chose, because I was at home with my little guy, to take a lot of time and really dig into learning about the business more, or listening to lots of videos on YouTube about it and things like that. And that's great, but you don't have to do that stuff. That's all a choice. So the bare minimum of coaching, really, the 3 vital behaviors, we call them, really only take less than an hour a day to do as a coach. So
the next thing is that you have to be a Facebook celebrity or good on social media. So I've learned, you know, I've always been big on social media. So for myself, that I've kind of always been sharing my runs or whatever I was doing before Beachbody. Jen actually is just, you know, since she's been on, she never was on social media before. And, you know, and sometimes she's still not always on there. She's, you know, she's always busy. She's active doing stuff outside. So you don't have to be like this, you know, some people start out, like, I think I had like 200 friends, and I've just grown my network. So it's, definitely don't have to do that.
Yeah, and it is amazing for me, like becoming more active on social media. It wasn't really my bag before, but since I've embraced it now, through this, I've just reconnected with so many people, and it's so great to talk to people I haven't talked to in like 10 years. So that business, like, that's a really plus for me in the business, is like, it gets me out there, like, because I'm a mom and at home, and I really didn't put too much effort into it before, and you know, getting out there and on social media. So it's been good for me. But I have to say, I wasn't a big Facebook person before, and I found it not so bad.
Yeah.
To get going with.
So the next slide, I know we're trying to keep this under 7:30, so we'll continue on here. Benefits of coaching. So I guess we haven't really talked about the income part. So you're getting 25% discount on the products. 25% commissions is just kind of where that starts. Once you build a team, then you make something that's called a team cycle bonus, and that's kind of where your income comes from. But you are making 25% commission. Earned travel. Jen and I both earned our trip to Nashville to Summit. I earned a trip to go on to a cruise, but I didn't get off the wait list, and I'm going next year to Punta Cana. And so that definitely, and I'm just saying, like, earning it, like, that's not taken away from your commissions. That's above and beyond your commissions.
Yeah.
Work anywhere. You guys, if you see me on Facebook or Jen, we will be at the park or we'll be in our vehicle. Jen likes to go to Starbucks, use the Wi-Fi. I do that sometimes as well. Work anywhere. So that's really good. The free training. So with that, we do weekly coach calls. The Coach Online Office with Beachbody is fantastic. YouTube is like the best for this business. There is top coaches that are millionaires that are sharing what works for them. So
lots of information.
Yeah, it's definitely, and the community. You can see here, that was at a local Super Saturday event a few weeks ago with some coaches. So that it's really fun to go out to these events.
Yeah, and I think on the part of free training, basically a lot of people, what they don't realize is when you sign up, you are getting into a business and a full business package with your own website. There's like a whole training package that you can do right online. And the fee to be a coach is free when you order, or it's $40 if you don't order.
Like $49.99.
So like really you're getting a whole business system and a brand, like a name like Beachbody behind you that has like a really good reputation in the industry and things like that. So I think that's invaluable too, or was for me.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's one of the biggest things. The proven results. So these are just, of course, Jen and I put some of our things there, but Jen recently with Hammer and Chisel, another coach on a different team, and then mine just from 3 Day Refresh. There's tons more, but we just kind of put a couple in there. But the products work. You know, there's no like denying that the products are fantastic. And you know, if you're just wanting to tone or lean out, or if you're wanting to build muscle, like my husband's done Body Beast, and you know, and then 3 Day Refresh. I've never ever done a cleanse. Those are my results from that, from just after holidays. So there is like a product or a program out there for pretty much anyone. There's longer ones. There's one's now 22-minute long. That's what I'm going to be starting in May, and Jen's doing it now. So
I love it.
Yeah. When you're busy and you know you can't get a workout in, honestly, 22 minutes, I can spend 22 minutes scrolling through my Facebook or Instagram.
And it's so much better for your health overall just to get sweaty every day a little bit. And I think that's what we encourage the most is like get moving for that little bit, even if it's a little bit every day. And I think we as a society kind of forget to do that. So it's a good reminder.
Yeah.
With these programs. Yeah.
So I guess we did touch a little bit on the events and training, but you know, there's always, you know, quarterly there's a Super Saturday where we do like this big live workout. We go for dinners sometimes, and you know, and we're all friends, so that's what's kind of fun. It's not like, you know, you're going to like a work thing that you're just, you know, you may be friends with some people that you work with, but this is actually all people that are in the same like-minded, super positive, even people that you've never met. Like it's great. Like going to Nashville last year, I met coaches from all over Canada, all over the States, and you're a Beachbody coach. And you know, you share your story. That's really what about this business is like sharing your story. It's really
one of my favorite things that I got to do was meet one of the top coaches in the business, and that's Scotty Hobbs. That's his picture there. And he was just so inspiring. He has a really great story, and that's when I met him, I was like, wow, anyone can really do this. Like his story just came out of nowhere, really, as like, just wanted to better his life for his family. He was working way too much, and that was really inspiring to me. So that's the cool thing about it. You get to meet these people that you have a lot in common with, and then get to hear how they've done.
And it's really neat too. Like you have lawyers, doctors, like ex-drug addicts, people that didn't finish high school, single moms, single dads. Like there is anybody and everybody in this business. It's so neat to see that. Like that's one of the neatest things. Like, oh, that's, you know, like finding out different people's professions. Some people are top coaches, but they don't want to give up their practice as a doctor or things like that. So that's really neat. The one thing I have only one more slide here, but I must have missed the slide on something else, but I'll just I'll go the Shakeology. So I had a slide in there. So you've probably seen both of us talk about Shakeology, and that is kind of just something that we drink as coaches daily, and it's not just a meal replacement or just a protein shake, but it is just full of just vital nutrients, superfoods that are kind of harvested from all over the world. I can definitely send you some more information on that. So that's one of their products that go along with the workout programs. Tons of different flavors, and then there's also the Beachbody Performance line, which is new as well. And there's some options with that. So, you know, my husband and I, we both do Shakeology and the Beachbody Performance line, which you know, there's a pre-workout, a post-workout, recover, an overnight thing. And these are all made by Harvard scientists, and they are like the best on the product, the best products out there
on the market.
On the market, yeah.
For ingredients and quality and things like that. Yeah, they're just really high quality products. And I don't think, I used them in the last round I did with Hammer and Chisel, and the results were amazing, actually, from just using them. I didn't even use it the whole way through, and just from the little bit I did use it, it was quite fabulous. So that's where, you know, you really pick up on your nutrition and your results that way too.
And even like building muscle, like recovery, like muscle recovery and fatigue.
Oh yeah, it definitely helps you keep going through the program, because let's face it, the workouts are sometimes hard. And you are sore in the beginning, and those products really got me through a few of those rough points in the 90 days that I was doing it. So, or 60 days, sorry, that I was doing it. Yeah. So in the business, once you do sign up, there is a few paths you can take. It's your business means your rules, which is really cool. Especially for me, I don't like rules. I don't like someone telling me what to do. So I really like this. You can decide once you come in as a discount coach, a hobby coach, or a business builder, and there's some just what that means to you is different things. Like you drink Shakeology, you enjoy Shakeology, but you don't want to do anything with the business, and then you save on the products. So you have a full-time job, but you love to share what you're doing with others, and you get to earn a little extra income on the side, or a business builder who's all in, building a life of freedom, growing a team, and doing events like this on Facebook or wherever, and just really wanting that extra, to go the extra mile as a business builder. So yeah, those are your options.
And yeah, anything in between too. Like I'll share with you, when I signed up as a coach, the word coach scared the crap out of me when my coach asked me. And she said, well, no, just, you know, if you like the product, then just do it for a discount. There is no obligation. That's the other thing. There is no obligations with this. You can cancel anytime. So that was like, okay, yeah, I'm all about getting a deal. So I started that way. And then I had people just saying, Malik, what are you doing? These results are great. And then I kind of just slowly started. Then I did a hobby coach. And then, you know, I'm like, you know what? I can definitely see, I've met these people that they're no different than me or, you know, me or Jen or anybody. Like they are just regular moms or regular people. So I just definitely, I hope you guys can see me now. So picking your path is a huge thing. If you're wanting to get started, I didn't talk about that as well. They come in called it's called a challenge pack. It's like a combo pack. So they're a program. They are 30 days worth of Shakeology or your Beachbody Performance line. They have cheap shipping, 30 days of Beachbody on demand, which is fantastic because you get access to tons and tons of Beachbody programs, so you can try out different ones. You get a nutrition guide laid out for you, meal plans, and then you get added into our challenge group. The next one we have going on is called Summer Strong, and we're running this through an app, and it's lots and lots of fun. You load your pictures, you're accountable every day. We keep you accountable. So definitely reach out to whoever's invited you to the call. If it was Jen or I, or if it was another coach on the team, reach out to them and talk about your goals, and ask the questions. If we haven't answered them, or if you have any concerns, definitely reach out and kind of go from there. But I'll let Jen kind of
yeah, no, I think that's I didn't have anything else. I
No.
thought I did, but no, just that, yeah, it's a really great way to get started. And with our challenge groups, what I love about the new app that we have is that you can like get the app, and a click of a button you can just log your day, like your workout you did and your Shakeology, and you don't even have to do that much to you don't have to go on Facebook. So if you're not a big Facebook person too, that's a nice option. So I'm really happy with the app, and I'm excited to use it this summer. So yeah, I think that's all we had.
Yeah, so we tried to keep it under half an hour, but with the two of us, we were both super passionate about it, about what we're doing. So I hope that we've answered your questions. And yeah, reach out to us, and we'll be in touch soon.
Thanks for joining us, you guys.
Good night.
Good night.